my last poem this evening, my longest poem, so I'm only going to read an excerpt from it. I'll say it's too long. So, a twist on the usual heterosexual trope. I want to invent silver rectangles out of helium, disappear for a winter, because what I mean about affinities is true from friendship down to the accidental glance at someone on the street. Who cares what banks fail in Yonkers? The black burlap proves they're utterly indifferent to him, except his characters in his myths. Victory fades so quickly that it's scarcely apparent. Doesn't matter whether your mother is French or English or Hungarian, or your father has been an Irish painter or a Chilean miner, depending on his mood. The sign says not to use the watercress, because the water was polluted. Between the germ of an idea and the big audience lies a compost heap. Little mouse in big jar keeps jumping, eat Egyptian pizza in downtown Madison, and despite all his hopes to the contrary, ends up in the middle of the convention. As for me, I've developed a contempt for useless ornaments. That is to say, in the plains, when a rhino asks you to toss a salad, you do it. Any contradiction in turn must be granted existence, but only a shady one, tucked away in the closet where cast albums and playbills occupy. Perhaps affection can be so authentic in its details that it stops being pretense. At Easter, Dad would paint goose eggs with twining tea roses, and like Gatsby, my father fueled his transformation with the colossal vitality of his illusions. I'm not one for group therapy, but I remember looking right into his eyes. The white fog would hover over the dance floor, and it would look like a scene from a Rita Hayworth movie. Besides, there's a midnight mass at St. Malachi's that all the show people go to for an erection. When it's over, you sit in the dark and listen to your breath. Imagine the touch of your hand or anybody's hand and realize there's a light in another room, a road that travels in one direction to an unfamiliar strip of sand. A swollen thread that some women carry under the gathers of their flowers and blouses. Hidden pennies wink like kittens beneath the subway gratings. Street queens hustle straight into the balcony of Club 50, sing in loud falsetto. Open a wound and wonder why I didn't turn back at the sight of your dust jacket. It was the equinox. Kyoto was full of wild persimmons and 7th century Buddhists, and for a while, the golden leaves near the fountain hid our bodies until we made that old grass bed creep in the insulated sun porch. I had no idea what we were doing there, but I remember the smell of basil and enjoyed the edgy secrecy of moving in and out of disparate worlds, wanting reassurance in rainbows, in ashtray settings. I keep thinking, if I tilt my head properly, everything will come into focus. Stars will glitter over a world that lies in surrender. The winds will let go of us, sooner or later. And we recognize that one fleeting instant where we see beyond the surface of things. On a clear day, you can smell a holy man 10 miles away. What a pity. I have nothing to give you except tears. Matter, I climb your pedals. My feet are tired. You should ask me where I've been all this time. Do you recall the cinnamon tree or the purple scarf you wore when the fisherman came home with nothing? August lives beside a balcony of iron hands, watching the salmon sky. You look in the mirror, scribble a message and hand it to a friend, marvel at the dissonance of this carefree activity. In the mud, your sin tastes bitter, like blood from under the bruised skin blister. The Reed's loud voice transforms my universe into a combination of bedclothes and salty sea air. Pours through high windows to crossroads, where we sleep. Please listen. It all happened by chance. Perhaps one day I'll fill in the gaps and review all this when we meet in the airport lounge. Give back the names we stole and worry about the insufficient details later. Sit back and watch the flies fall over America. Dream of a time when we feel free enough to wander away.